Hi guys. Good morning. Happy Monday. Pretty nice out today. Just want to go through what your expectations for ELA are this week. Okay, so we're right back up to speed. Last week was kind of a short week with the Easter holiday, so we're right back into it. Thought question for this week is going to be called. It is called "Tough Times on Easter Island." Easter Island is the island with all of the cool heads on it. Well, they used to be heads, and then they dug down and they found that the heads were attached to a body. Okay. So just kind of a cool historical, social studies, archaeological site that you guys could read about. And there's a video at the bottom here that you certainly could take a look at, give you a little bit more explanation on what's going on. The question is, why might someone want to protect the ancient Moai on Easter Island for future generations and include details from the article in your response? So not a very difficult question. Why are they important? Why should they be protected? You need 2 paragraphs and at least 2 vocabulary words used in the proper context, like always. Okay, so not super complicated. The other 75% questions that I'm going to ask you guys to do, of course, Trouble on Easter Island is one of them. Wolves and dogs clothing, Joplin's question, which is Joplin, Missouri, where the tornado was a bunch of years ago. Play ball, which is a baseball question. Reaching high again, which is about Mount Everest, the real color of food, and Mess at Sea, which is about the plastic in the ocean. So just like always, 275% or higher. Please do not comment on the main page. Add the class comment right here. If you choose to share your articles and your grades with me, you don't have to. I could see them in another way that's a little bit more private if you don't feel comfortable doing that, okay? As far as the discussion question, I want you guys to do a little research. And in social studies, I've mentioned this a couple times before. There are things called World Heritage sites that are around the globe, okay? And a World Heritage site is a cultural or a natural site of outstanding universal value. So a place where anybody that lives in any country on the planet can go and really learn about humanity, really learn about the human culture. Okay. So what I want you to do basically is research another World Heritage site that deserve extra protection, so that future generations can enjoy them. Okay. So the question is right here. So it's Easter Island's a World Heritage site. Tell me about another one. So in your response, tell me the name of the World Heritage site, where it's located, a description of the site, and why, in your opinion, should it be protected for future generations. Okay. If you do a quick Google search of just the phrase World Heritage sites, you get this really big, long list of places that have been designated a World Heritage site. Okay, so maybe and the first 5 or 6 look like something that you guys are familiar with. So, or in case maybe you've been there before. So, Yellowstone, the Grand Canyon, Everglades National Park, which is where Flush took place. Yosemite, Statue of Liberty, Great Barrier Reef, and it goes Machu Picchu, which is in South America. Where else? The Vatican, which we talked about in social studies a lot. The Acropolis at Athens. Hadrian's Villa, which is an ancient Roman building. Venice in Italy. Amalfi Coast, which my wife and I have been to before, and it's the best place in the world. Bunch of different places that you guys could select. So find one that really interests you and just answer those simple questions. What's the name of it? Where's it located? Describe it briefly, and why should it be protected for future generations? So that's really what we're talking about this week, is these places that are important to not just Americans or not just New Yorkers or not just people that live in a certain country, but everybody, no matter where they come from in the world. They should protect and see the importance in these areas. So pretty much it. 50 minutes for iReady. again, with the iReady, it's more important that you guys are completing lessons than you are just taking time on the program. So if I see 50 minutes on on iReady, but no lessons completed, that's not that good. Okay, I'd rather have you take less time and actually complete a lesson than more time just letting the program run or whatever you're doing. Okay, so um, the discussion response is going to be due Wednesday at 3 p.m. And remember, responding to the question, the discussion question, is part of your thought question grade. Okay. So if you skip that, you're starting with like an 80 or an 85 for the thought question. And then the tough times on Easter Island, that is due on Friday, April 24th at 3. Okay. So my due dates for ELA stuff are 3 p.m., guys. So pretty much the end of the day, typical day at school. With social studies, live stream is going to be Monday at 5 today. So today, and Wednesday at 5. So I'll see you later. Take care.